and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do a really fun under the sea themed task. All you need are some crayons and some watercolours. And I am going to show you how to make this. It's so easy, it's so fun, and I can show you step by step right now. I'm going to show you how to make this mermaid and a few little critters and fun under the sea things. If you want to adapt this task and draw a shark or a shipwreck or whatever you want, you absolutely can. And I'm going to show you how to do a really cool wax crayon resist.
I'm so excited for this under the sea themed artwork today. You need some simple drawing materials. The main thing is you will need some crayons. I'm going to use white a lot as a special secret kind of hidden drawing. I'm also going to use just a whole lot of other colours as well, so you definitely need crayons, some watercolours, doesn't need to be as fancy as this, any watercolours are fine. You'll need some water and paintbrush to paint with and some paper. Let's get set up.
Thanks for coming to my channel today. To support me, it'd be awesome if you could like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mrs. B, I'm an art teacher, and here I show you how to do some really fun, easy, simple, exciting art lessons.
Now today we're going to focus on something called a crayon wax resist. Crayons are made up of wax essentially, and so when we paint watercolour over the top we're actually able to still see our work. So that's why today I'm going to be doing most of my work with lighter colours. You'll see why soon. So when I'm drawing today, I'm going to just keep my artwork under the sea themed, and then I'm going to paint it in some beautiful blues, and hopefully our work can be seen underneath. Now I'm going to teach you how to draw a mermaid today, and I'm going to draw it really lightly in a blue, mainly so that you guys can see it, but then I'm going to go over it nice and hard and nice and dark with the white so that it then shows up later. Now when I'm drawing a mermaid, I'm going to draw her head and her hair first. You see that? This kind of just looks like an oval with a little tick on the end. So sketch that out. Then I'm going to do her shoulders. You don't need to make it perfect at all. And then this is sort of the top of her body. Now I'm drawing quite lightly. You'll see why soon. And I'm not putting a lot of detail in either. It's just sort of an idea. All right, we want her to wear something, so I'm going to put a top on her. And then we're going to do the tail. All right, this is going to be the top of the tail. Now, because we're doing the back of the mermaid, this is going to be her bottom. And then I've drawn her quite big, so I need the tail to sort of flick up so it doesn't go off the page. We're going to make the tail come up like this. There we are. Oh, she needs another arm, doesn't she? Now, have a go at drawing that. It does not need to look like mine by any means. But if you sketch it either in a pencil or a blue kind of crayon, we will be able to now add some detail with a white crayon. I'm actually going to draw over what I've done, but I'm going to press really hard with my crayon. It's really quite difficult to see because obviously I'm working on white paper. But if you don't press hard, this won't work. So it's a really important step to this task. You have to press quite hard as you can, without breaking your crayon, of course, and going over all the lines that you've done. If a mermaid is a bit too tricky, you could do a fish, you could have a go at drawing a seahorse, you could draw anything you like, really. And I'm going to press super hard. Hopefully you guys at home can see. I'm really trying to make these lines nice and thick and dark. I'm going to show you here. I'm not going to press very hard. I'm going to draw some bubbles. And the reason I'm going to do that is to show you that the effect isn't as good if you just draw normally. So pressing hard is the key to success in this task. How's it looking? All right, so now I'm going to spend some time just adding some details. I'm just going to put some strands of hair. I'm going to put some sort of scale design on her tail. Remember, press nice and hard. Oh no, I pressed too hard, guys. Whoopsies. To draw scales, you just need to do a U and keep repeating that until you get to the edges. And then when you do the one below, the top of the U needs to go in the middle of the above U. So they connect together like that. Keep going. Maybe practice on the back if you're not too sure. Wonderful. So I've finished my mermaid, and now I'm going to have a go at just adding some details that you might see under the sea. What can you think of that might go under the sea? I'm doing some seaweed right now. To add a bit of colour, I'm actually going to do some coral. I'm going to do a big wobbly blob, and then fill it in with little circles to make it look like coral. Notice I'm pressing really hard still.
Don't forget to follow me on my socials at artlife.melb and Artlife Art Lessons on Facebook. That is a way that you can get in contact with me, ask me questions, and send me any of your examples that you've had a go at doing some art at home with some of my lessons. It's how I get to see it, and that would be amazing. So please make sure you send them to me, and you might even be featured. Harriet. Hi, Harry. Hi. You're just crawling around. Yeah. So on this side is where I've drawn bubbles really lightly. On this side is where I'm going to draw bubbles nice and hard. I want to show you the difference. So notice I'm not just drawing, you know, a piece of coral. I'm adding more patterns and details, just like I did in the tail here, in her hair, in her top here. The more patterns and details you add, the more exciting and interesting your work will become. Those sounds you can hear are Harriet. I promise it's not me. Now, I'm not very good at drawing sharks. I do wonder if anyone out there is really good at drawing a shark. Oh, I broke it. Man. If anyone's out there that's really good at drawing sharks, please have a go at this task with crayons and then watercolors over the top, and send it to me on my Instagram because I will feature it for sure. I'm really impressed with people that can draw sharks because I'm not very good at it. Now, in my last lesson, I actually showed you how to draw a turtle step by step, and we used textures to color him in, and it looked really awesome. So if you're interested in this task, you may very well love the turtle task, so go back and check it out. I'll show you step by step how to draw what I'm drawing right now. And just add as much detail as you can. Little crabs, little fish friends. Do you think that's enough? I think we're ready for the next step. This is the fun part. All right. For this next step, I'm going to use my watercolor palette. How much do you love this? It's so amazing. I'm going to get a pretty big brush,
And when I paint, I'm going to paint side to side, like the flow of the ocean. Okay, I'm just going to use blues and greens, you know, kind of under the sea colours. And hopefully our beautiful watercolour picture, the secret one, becomes revealed. Ooh, can you see that? Side to side, getting all the gaps. Maybe add in a bit of turquoise. Love a bit of turquoise. Now I'll stop here for a second. I want to show you the difference. You can sort of see the other bubbles, but these ones are a lot more pronounced and bright. That's the idea with this task. You want your drawing to be seen. We don't want it to fade away. That would be such a shame. Side to side. Right over the top of your drawing. The way I'm making these colours blend is that I'm working with the colours while they're wet and just sort of going over the top of the last section. So for example, I've just done turquoise there. Now I'm going to do blue, but I'm just going to overlap it a little bit so that the colours blend together really nicely. Kind of gives it that under the sea look. Hey you, I'm nearly done. Nearly done, promise. I think we're done. What do you think? Oh, Harriet likes it. Do you like it, honey? What do you think? Mermaid? So you can see that some of the darker colours I use, like the darker pink, haven't been able to be seen. Even the green is a little bit camouflaged, but that's kind of cool. If you want to use whatever colours you want, you can, but just be aware that some of them might get a bit camouflaged once you paint over the top. But the lighter colours like yellows and the whites look awesome.
So it's as simple as that. I hope you loved it, and I hope you join me next time for another episode of Art Life. Thanks for coming.